Okay, so I downloaded ChatGPT for the first time. I haven't done it. This is my first time doing it. And I asked it a question, a simple question. So I went and I found a data analyst because I wanted someone to look at my repository and look for errors or anything that's the matter with it. And it says drop a file. So I dropped the file in there that only I've been working on, no one else has ever looked at, give a fuck about, whatever. I dropped it in there. I said, am I the only one who does this, who writes a file like this? And it says, let's take a look, etc., blah, blah. And it didn't give me any kind of information. It just got stuck right there. I said, are there any errors? So it showed me all these little errors that were in there, which were simple errors. I already knew that they were there. And that's what I was working on cleaning up anyway. But it picked out all of the errors that I was talking about, and it fixed it exactly the way I was going to do it anyway. But right here at the end is where it got me. You see right there, it says you've reached your limit of using GPTs. Upgrade. Now, I just thought about that for a second. All I did was drop one file. Okay? All I did was drop one file and say, am I the only one who writes like this? Number one. And number two, what are the errors? To see if the robot can actually understand how I wrote the file. And that's what it did. And after that, that's the end of that. Code interpreter. I'm out. I'm done. I got a log. Where's the log out? There's a log out? Yeah, I'm out. I'm gone. And the reason why is for this reason. It means that the robot can't write like me. And I'm not writing the same way that everybody else is writing code. I just realized another one was I asked it about COBOL. And a lot of people don't know how to write COBOL. But I believe I understand how to write COBOL, and that's what the problem was, is that I was writing in Python, Rust, and COBOL. And HTML, JavaScript, and CSS. I was writing in a different language, but now I'm good. I can't sit up there and keep on looking at that. It's not that I don't like GPT. It's just that, like I said before, it's not doing it for me. Okay, what the kind of code I'm doing right now. Okay, I can't be having that machine telling me it doesn't understand what I'm talking about, because it don't. I bet you ain't. Now let me look at the code really fast. I just want to make sure. Yeah, see, it doesn't know how to write the code like I read it. Right there, it didn't know how to write it. See? If you look at how the robot wrote the code, everything was, I mean, this is good and all. Look, this is nice and clean and all. But I just wanted to show you something really fast. If I show you how I wrote this code the first time, okay, you see how I wrote it the first time? Okay, it can't do it. It can't write the code the way I did it. It got stuck. It tried to do it correctly the way I was doing it, but it couldn't do it. Somewhere along the line, it said, I can't figure out what he was trying to accomplish. But I'm good. I'm not going to use it like that. I'll wait until the newer ones come out or whatever. Or I'll build my own one, and then I'll put my own blueprint on there so it can understand what I'm building and how to do things, because it can't do it. And another one is, I see why they locked me out of it. And it wasn't because of tokens, okay? Because it's not tokens. The reason that they pushed me back out is because I taught the machine something just then. So if you see something new come from it and it's got a new this and new that, it probably came from me. And the reason I say that is because I just fed it something it's never seen before. No one writes like I do. And I know that that's what's going to happen, because the same thing happened when I went on GitHub and I uploaded my repository one day, and the same thing happened. The robot couldn't figure out what the fuck this was I had done. And it was like, what is this? How is this working when he did everything wrong? And I understand why. And I know who I am, and I know who the robot is. That's what's going on right now. But I'll wait until I find another robot that can understand what I'm trying to accomplish, so that I can do what I'm doing now. Right now, I don't know what robots y'all are using, but they're not doing what I'm doing. Sorry.